Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I'd do something a little bit different. If you don't know by now, I'm a pretty big thrifter, okay? I love thrifting, and lately I've been thrifting a lot of bags, and it got me thinking. I saw this quote on Tumblr back in my formative years, probably like 2014, 2015, that was literally just a screenshot from the movie Scarface that said the eyes are the window to the human soul. Actually, that's not what it said. It said something like the eyes never lie. Whatever. I'm going off on a tangent and misquoting movies, which is pretty on par for who I am as a person. But anyways, I don't think that the eyes are the window to the human soul. I think somebody's bag is the window into their soul. Hear me out. Somebody's purse, satchel, backpack, fanny pack, the contents of it, what brand it is, etc. It says so much about who they are as a person. And even somebody who chooses not to carry a bag around, that says a lot about who they are as a person. So anyways, all of this is to say, I wanted to do a little video today just going over the contents of my bag, which now that I'm saying it out loud, it sounds incredibly boring, and I don't think anybody's actually gonna watch this content, and I probably shouldn't be making this video, and I should probably be making something that's a little more interesting, but I think I'm interesting because I have main character syndrome, and so I wanted to go over the contents of my bag and bare to you my bag and also my soul. Let's dive in. So starting with the bag itself, this is a bag that I thrifted from the Salvation Army, and the brand is Rossetti. And I really like this bag because it's really good quality, and it's also floppy. Like, I love a floppiness to my bags. I don't like my bags to be too stiff because I just find that they're easier to carry. So it's also a really good size because it can fit a lot in it without being like a literal Mary Poppins trunk. Mary Poppins didn't have a trunk. She had a damn good voice though. 'Cause a spoonful of sugar helps the memories go down. I don't know if it's the Mandela effect or what, but the misquoting is getting so out of hand. Like, I'm actually getting scared. I feel like maybe I have like memory loss. Moving on. I would be remiss to make this video without at least mentioning my phone, but I will say that my phone is actually almost never in my bag. It's always in my hand because I'm an iPad kid. So that's the phone. First thing is some lotion, and I'm actually bringing this out first intentionally because my hands are dry as fuck and I need some lotion. This is the CVS brand, Healthy Hands. I don't know what's in this lotion, but I have dry skin, so getting that out of the way. And now I just realized that everything that I touch in my bag is gonna be greasy, so it's probably not a great decision, but YOLO. The next thing in my bag is this green duck. So last year on Halloween, I went to a nightclub and this guy won me this duck in one of those like claw machines, and I have not stopped thinking about that night ever since. So if the guy that won me this duck is watching, thank you so much. If you're still trying to be an actor, good luck. I think that you're gonna make it far, and this is my little buddy. Carried around with me everywhere.
Yo. So I don't think this guy actually won me anything. He like put money into the machine. I clawed a duck out. That's how it went down. I just thought I'd clarify because y'all are probably like, what do you mean he won you a duck? He bought me a duck. Thank you.
The next is some glasses because I can't see, so those are just always on deck in case I need them. This chair is so squeaky. Get some WD-40 up in this bitch. Next is a book. So the one that I'm reading now is actually a collection of short stories by what has come to be one of my favorite authors, but I like having a book in my bag just because you never know when you're going to be in a situation where you're going to be bored, like if you're in a waiting room, or even I've found myself reading a lot during the credits at the movie theater, which makes me sound so pretentious, but sometimes I don't want to watch all of the ads or be on my phone, and so having a book on hand is always just a great way to make the time go by.
Tell me you go to the movies by yourself on a regular basis without telling me you go to the movies by yourself on a regular basis. Like, you could talk to your friends if they're there, but they're not there because I go to see movies in the movie theater by myself because I'm a fucking loser.
A wiener dog. Oh gosh. And some hair. A comb that is also a weapon. Deodorant. Lip liner. I'm acting like I have a mirror or a viewfinder. Like, you think my camera that I got at a fucking flea market has a viewfinder? An Easter egg. Let's see what's inside. It's a condom. You never know when you're gonna need a Band-Aid. I honestly should have more than one, but I only have one. So gonna have to stock up on my Band-Aids, especially when you're like me and you wear uncomfortable shoes because you're delusional and you just decide to ignore the fact that you have fat ogre feet and wear too tight shoes that don't fit, and then you're bleeding, you have blisters at the function, and you need a Band-Aid. Some perfume. This is the Sol de Janeiro. I want to try the pink one, but this is the orange one. It's a very good scent for summer. Not sponsored. I have 2 subscribers. Why would somebody sponsor me? But I love this perfume. Then I have my wallet, so we're kind of getting into the interesting part here. So I'm not going to go through every single ID and card in my wallet because I'm not but I will show you 2 of my favorite. So this is a photo of a little girl, and you might be wondering, Rebecca, why do you have a photo of a little girl in your wallet? That's weird. It is kind of weird. This is a little girl that I used to act with. So she was in a play that I was in, and she gave me this photo to remember her by because it was like a temporary production. And so when the play was over, since it was on a military base, derogatory, I didn't know if I was ever going to see her again, and I actually never did see her again. And so this photo is all I have left of my little friend named Haley, and it's really cute. And obviously she's like way older than this now. I love having it in my wallet because she was such a sweetheart, and I just like having something to kind of remember the people in my life by. I have photos of other people in my wallet too, but they're not as relevant. Then I have my old student ID from when I used to go to college. One of my hobbies is actually cosplaying as a college student to get free things. So I have found that my student ID actually comes in handy. It's all about confidence, right? Like you go into a Whataburger and you're like, hey, I'm here for the student discount. It's on Fridays. It's for astronomy club. And they're like, what? But if you say it with enough confidence, you potentially could get free food. So don't knock it until you try it. Also, I found another Band-Aid in my wallet. So I guess I had 2. Looking for the actual money that's in my wallet, and there is not money, but there is a Chick-fil-A free chicken sandwich, so that's even better than money. Sunscreen, very important, never leave home without it. Next thing, it's gonna be my EpiPen. Yeah, I also should probably never leave the house without my EpiPen, so anybody that is allergic to anything, when I'm at the function, the community EpiPen is at the function as well. So just know that when you're with me, you're safe. I almost just stabbed myself with this EpiPen, which is not chill, the way that my health insurance costs are looking lately. I'm gonna be holding on to this until like $21.85. I always have to have a snack no matter where I'm going, even if I'm going outside for 5 minutes. And so I have these Ritz peanut butter crackers. They're a little bit crushed, but I just have them in here in case I ever need them. Gum. I'm actually running a little bit low, and I think some of these gum pieces are a little melted, but it's gum, right? It's not like eggs or milk. It's not gonna go bad. I have this mini Vaseline that my sister got for me. It's so tiny. Ooh la la. Keys. Cough drop. Disposable camera. I actually don't have any shots left, but yeah, it's gone. I really need to develop this film. So if you're in Austin and you know of any good places to get film developed, let me know. I'm actually kind of scared to see what's on that camera, but never know if you don't develop it, right? I need to be fucking normal for once. I feel like I'm so irritating in every video. I think that's it. Oh, wait. It's a piece of the Berlin Wall. I actually forgot that this was in here, but story time. So I went back home to San Antonio, which is where my parents live, for Easter. And my dad brought out this box with like some old family photos and stuff. And he pulls out a piece of the Berlin Wall, which I guess I'll like link a Wikipedia article if y'all don't know the context of like East Berlin and West Berlin and the divided Germany and the Cold War and all of that. But basically there was this huge wall that separated East Berlin from West Berlin.
From the Berlin Wall specifically, take a look at them. They've been there since last night. They are here in the thousands. They are here in the tens of thousands. Occasionally they shout, Die Mauer muss weg, the wall must go. Thousands and thousands of West Germans come to make the point that the wall has suddenly become irrelevant.
This is a piece of it, and it literally says 9/11/89.
9/11?
Both of my parents were there to see the Berlin Wall fall, which I think is incredibly romantic. And yeah, my dad was just like, oh, if you want it, you can have it. And I was like, I want it. I want it bad. And I put it in my bag and I didn't even remember that it was in there. So I don't know how well that you can see this, but it's a gray hair that I plucked out of my head the other day. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I had a lot of mixed feelings about finding a gray hair, which I've been finding multiple gray hairs. And it's weird because I feel like I'm supposed to be like, oh my god, my hair's going gray, I'm getting old, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking die soon, I'm gonna kill myself. But actually, it was kind of cool. I don't know, I just feel like it's a sign that, like, I've been here, man. I've been on this earth. I got a gray hair. I just thought that was cool. And yeah, it's in my bag. I wanted to hold on to it. I like the idea of holding on to one of my first gray hairs. It feels very symbolic. I'm ending the video here. Other than just a few crumbs from a granola bar that I ate last week, that just about does it for the what's in my bag video. If you stuck around this far, thanks for watching. I really enjoyed making this video and sharing some of my lore with you. Hopefully it was interesting, but probably not. Maybe I'll have more interesting videos to come in the future, but also probably not. But if anything, this video is just proof that I do carry around more than just a fat ass and washed up dreams. Thanks for watching. Love y'all.